Hey, hello, hey y'all. AKC here, and today I'm back with another review. Of By the Time I Get to Phoenix by Injury Reserve. Now, if you know what Injury Reserve is, I'll be pretty happy to tell you. They are a Californian hip hop group, experimental hip hop group. Um, I would say often known for their mixtape. It was the one with the grills and Floss. They were most often for their mixtape Floss and this album, which is actually constantly now being cited as one of like a very influential album, for modern times. Now I have opinions on this album, and those opinions are what I think about this album. Now I'm gonna say right now, do I think this album could possibly shape the future for experimental hip hop? Absolutely, absolutely. Do I absolutely love it and think it's amazing as much as other people? No, I do like it. I do think it's actually a really great album. So let's just get right into it with the song "Outside." Perfect opener, starting off with those rising and lowering synths to give it this epic feel. With them talking, you know, just like talking and monologuing. This is like abstract hip hop to a T. And the other side, what's the other side, the other part of the track, which turns into like a house song. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is a very amazing open. This is by far my favorite track on the album. Um, Either that or topics for you. But we'll get to that later. Superman, that is more of an R&B experiment, alternative R&B experimental type track. And this one again is really good. I actually had this song stuck in my head today at work. It was certainly a vibe. It was certainly a vibe. And I really like that. Just saying, 7 me, ain't no 7 me, or you, basically saying we're both messed up. We're both messed up, and I like that. Let me go to San Francisco featuring Zelooperz, the only feature on here. And I like it. I like the bass line. I like the feel and everything. I just think it's like a little like weird. It's like something missing. I don't know what. When you listen to like an album and you feel like something is missing. This is what I feel like on here. I feel like there's something missing that I think should also be added in there. It's almost pretty much, I would say, a perfect, in objective standards, I would say it's a pretty much a perfect track. It has a nice verse and nice vocals. But there's something about it that I just like wish there was more. I wish there was more of it. Maybe. And then we have Footwork and a Forest Fire, and this one is crazy. It sounds just like a forest fire, and like they're just jamming it out, doing footwork and everything. If you didn't know, footwork is a genre of music, so yeah. Um, and it just sounds intense, crazy. But again, there's that thing where I feel like there is something missing. Like I like it, but I want to like it more. You know what I mean? Then we have Smoke Don't Clear, and this is just a straight up banger. I love the like chopped and screwed like vocals. I love the hard hitting beat. It's like so smoky. It feels like steam kind of smoke and fire type smoke. I really like it. Then we go to topics for you. Like I said, this is a contender for my favorite track on the album, and it's very easy to see why. Lyrically, it's very heartbreaking talking about this. There's the rapper's friend, loved one, their dead loved one, and them going on like an algorithm of some kind. I heard it's like Netflix, could be any of those, and see that like it's still working. The algorithm is still working with what that dead person likes, which is kind of haunting but very like sweet. You know what I mean? I really like that part. I also love the instrumentals. It's nice. It's ambient. It gives off this very sad vibe. It's very nice. I really like it. Then we go to Knees, and at first I didn't like this, but honestly, I love the lyrics of saying, my knees hurt, but I'm not growing taller. Basically saying that I'm changing, I'm growing in different ways. I also like the part where like it was like, Mom, I don't grow anymore. Like doesn't fit me. Basically saying, no, you don't need to like show me this stuff or tell me to do this stuff. I'm growing. I'm growing into my own person. I really like that. We have Bystorm, which is kind of like a sad but hopeful ending to this album. This album is even sounds very sad and dark and depressing, But by Storm with its like really rising, distant kind of guitar sample, it sounds really nice and hopeful, and I really like that. It sounds like, you know what, things are messed up, but things are going to get better, and I like that. Now it's time for the things I don't like. I don't like Ground Zero at all. It's kind of an interlude track, and you can tell by that since it's the 5th track on the album, so it's pretty much right in the middle. But that doesn't really make it any better. I just don't really like it. I don't like the weird chopped vocals, chopped and glitched vocals. I think it just sounds kind of random and kind of out of place after Footwork and a Force Fire and Smoke Don't Clear. It sounds weird. Kind of the same thing for Wild Wild West. I'm sorry. The more I think the first time I listened to it, I thought it was alright, but the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, after Top Picks for You, it just seems so like random to go in that direction. Luckily, postpartum does slow it down a little bit going into Knees, because after this goes into Knees. But again, I just don't. There's something missing. There's something missing for me to like it a little bit more. I think it's a good track, but I feel like I said, there's something missing. I think another problem. I actually no. Yeah, I think another problem is the pacing. I think the pacing is like okay on here. I think it's alright. Some of them feel longer than they're supposed to. Like Knees, I do love that track. I do actually love that track, but Knees kind of takes a little bit too long. And just Ground Zero being as long as it is, I just don't like that track at all. But other than that, I love the feels, the vibes. It sounds very sad and depressing, but also dark and aggressive. I also love the album cover. Perfectly fits the music. Perfectly fits all the titles of the tracks. Yeah, I'll give this like a decent 8. I pretty like a decent 8. It's pretty good, but I wish there was just a little bit more things, I guess, for me to get into. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just maybe I think it's clicked with me, but I think I just don't like the style. Maybe this is definitely some genre bending stuff. Like I said, this is like some poster rap type stuff. But yeah, like a decent 8. See y'all again. See y'all next time.